Hello, beloved one. Thank you for joining me. In this video, I am going to share a prophecy for the new era that we have entered into. And you can call this Nations Rising. The seasons have changed. On the 13th of February 2022, I was brought up into the heavens in an out-of-body encounter. In this out-of-body encounter, I saw the following wonders in the sky, in the heavens. The clouds in the sky, in the heavens as I watched, formed these figures. But the clouds that I saw were very colorful clouds. I saw first the clouds form a praying hand. This was a praying hand facing the west. Then I saw a bear in an aggressive or wild posture. Thirdly, I saw a snake, a king cobra. These signs, these wonders that I saw in the heavens came one after the other. One would appear in the heavens, the clouds forming it, the clouds being very beautiful in color, and then they will shift shape into the next wonder and then the next. So I noticed while walking in a straight line that at different points on my path, these figures appeared to change quickly. They changed quickly even as I also changed where I was standing. Each of these figures were formed with bright shining clouds in night sky and not in day sky. At first, the wonders looked very far away, but while watching, I formed a camera with the thumb and index fingers on both of my hands, just like this. And as I fitted the wonders into the aperture of my hands, they would seem to zoom in and become huge across the sky. My vision became like that of a camera whose zoom is increased, except that my camera was made up of my fingers on both hands. So as I did this, my vision became like that of a camera, and I could zoom in and zoom out. Thereafter, as the wonders appeared large in the sky, I went about looking for my phone in order to take pictures for evidence. As I recorded this revelation of the last days, I received understanding that these which I saw are first distant events that I had the power to see. But by the time I was going for my phone, they had become visible in the night sky. It was like there was a time difference between my spotting of the wonders and expanding them, and I went searching for my camera phone. I understand that these wonders can only be seen in the night as one looks intently into the heavens. I had to gaze into the heavens before each wonder seemed to take shape and form a figure. They were spiritually discerned, but they will be physically manifested upon the earth. So here is further understanding. Number one, the thumb is used to symbolize the apostolic or the apostle because of its versatility and ability to touch all the other fingers, as well as its use for approval or disapproval. Even as an apostle is the final authority or the first in rank in the fivefold offices or in the local church, Ephesians chapter 4, 1 Corinthians chapter 12 and verse 28. The index finger, on the other hand, is used to symbolize the prophetic or the prophet because it is used for pointing and beckoning or directing, even as a prophet does. Number 3, it took the gifts and abilities of the apostolic and prophetic to see these great signs in the heavens at a close. Or it took the gifts and abilities of the apostolic and prophetic to see these great signs in the heavens up close, to be able to identify exactly what these figures mean, symbolized by the increased zoom of my vision while I looked through the aperture of my hands as I formed the camera. Number 4, here is a breakdown of the 3 figures. The first figure was a praying hand, and the praying hand was facing the west. So it was facing the west, just like that. This represents a revival of prayer among the saints of the Most High, as Jesus Christ commanded on the Mount of Olives. In Luke chapter 21, verse 36, we read, "Watch ye therefore, and pray always, that you may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man." The praying hands face the west. The west is where the sun sets, and refers to various nations and states in the regions of Europe, North America, and Oceania. According to the worldpopulationreview.com, in practical terms, the Western world typically includes most countries of the European Union, as well as the United Kingdom, Norway, Iceland, Switzerland, United States of America, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. The figure of the praying hand can be interpreted in the context of facing the west to signify a revival of prayer and awakening to the times we are in across the Western nations. We should look forward to and pray for God to bring revival of true spirituality to the dead and dying churches in the West. In times past, the West was used by God to bring spiritual awakening to the world, but they will now be recipients of that spiritual awakening and revival. I believe that this awakening will mark the end of one season and the start of the new season. Indeed, this awakening and revival has already begun, and when coronavirus shut down local gatherings, online prayer meetings gained great traction. Now we have several prayer movements across the nations, both private and public movements like NSPPD and Alpha Hour. Both have a combined over 1.25 million followers as at the time of recording this revelation. That's over 1 million subscribers and 350,000 views daily. People are connecting to pray. And this is unprecedented. I do not think there has ever been a time when so many people were praying daily like they are now. Like I said, these were the statistics as at the time of writing and recording this revelation. There is a revival of prayer with tangible proof. So this context of interpretation is that this revival of prayer will rule in this new season as it has risen when darkness has come upon the earth. Just like the moon rises when the sun sets and crosses over or phases out the setting sun, ushering the night in. So this season of increased prayer is ushering in gross darkness, which is declared in Isaiah chapter 60, that darkness shall cover the earth and gross darkness the people. The second sign, the bear, is seen or was seen in an aggressive or wild state. And so it shall be seen in an aggressive or wild state. Now, the Eurasian brown bear is actually Russia's national animal. The aggressive state I saw the bear in signifies the posture of Russia in the season. Russia will become domineering and vivacious in its actions and decisions towards other nations, especially those in the West. Russia will become a territorial nation. The third sign, the cobra, I saw it in an upright posture. India's national reptile is the king cobra. According to nationalgeographic.com, it is one of the most venomous snakes on the planet and can literally stand up and look a full-grown person in the eyes. They are also regarded as shy, avoiding humans whenever possible. They are the only snake that builds nests for its eggs. Snake charmers in Asia often charm king cobras. India will rise up to defend itself, proving its wisdom, which is, quote, unquote, demonic or sensual wisdom. It will rise up to defend itself, proving its wisdom, military might, and fearlessness, despite its shyness in culture. India will want to influence globally through its beliefs and dogmas and will seek to build nests to multiply its agenda strategically. I believe both India and Russia share much in common, but India will be more silently territorial, mainly influencing through its culture, spirituality, and religion. The mix of these with art, science, and technology will establish India as a world superpower. Number 5, all the figures were shining in the heaven, giving off light in the night. Each, I believe, will rule the night at different places on the earth, depending on where one stands geographically. In this new age that we have entered into and in this new era, all three, number 1, the praying saints and the awakened church. Number 2, Russia in an aggressive territorial posture. And number 3, India in an upright posture will rule the night. In Genesis chapter 1 verse 14, we read, "And God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years. And let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth." And it was so. Verse 16, "And God made 2 great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also." Verse 17, "And God set them in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth." Verse 18, "And to rule over the day and over the night, and to divide the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good." So number 6, we are in the night season right now. And the fulfillment of Isaiah chapter 60 verse 1 to 3 is underway. God has given the rule over the night to the saints of the Most High, those who are awake to divine purpose. He has also given the rule of the night over to Russia and to India. I believe that even in the Revelation, as the wonders in the sky change according to where I was standing, depending on where we stand or where you stand in this season, your perspective of which of these have the rule will differ from another person. But one thing is for sure. Daniel chapter 7 verse 17. These great beasts which are four kings which shall arise out of the earth. Verse 18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. This is what the Lord showed me in the heavens, and I have declared this now. Watch out for these coming seasons. We are already in the seasons. They are upon us. And God has purpose for Russia to rise up and have dominance, even as He has purpose for India to rise up and have dominance. But in the midst of all of this, where nations are rising up against nations, we, the saints of the Most High, have this sure prophecy that the kingdoms shall be delivered into our hands, but we must possess the kingdom. May the Lord be with you. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and please share the video with your friends and your family. And let's get the word around. May the Lord be with you. Stay strong, be prayerful, and the Lord shall be your strength. God bless you.